Welcome back. In our previous video, we paused to avoid making things too lengthy or overwhelming. Now, we continue our exploration into jurisprudence, the fascinating study of law's nature and development. Today, we'll dive deeper into how law has grown and evolved across different societies and why understanding jurisprudence is more important than ever in our rapidly changing world. Let's set the stage by looking at the diversity of legal systems and the challenges that come with defining law in a universal sense. Get ready for a journey through history, philosophy, and the very fabric of society. The development of law has never been uniform. Different countries have shaped their legal systems under unique social and political conditions. Even the words used for law in various languages carry distinct meanings, making direct translation nearly impossible. As societies evolve, so do their interpretations of law, leading to new challenges and solutions. This dynamic nature means that no single definition of law can be universally accepted. The rapid pace of modern change only adds to this complexity, constantly introducing new issues and interpretations. Modern jurisprudence is not just about statutes and courtrooms. It deeply intersects with social sciences and philosophy, expanding its scope far beyond traditional boundaries. The sheer volume of literature and the diversity of perspectives make mastering jurisprudence a daunting task. Yet, the modern era has also brought people closer together, fostering the universalization of ideas and the development of common legal terminology. Despite the challenges, it's still possible to grasp the fundamentals and appreciate the subject's richness. Given its complexity, how should we approach the study of jurisprudence? The answer lies in embracing both local and global perspectives. While the West has significantly shaped modern jurisprudence, ancient Indian legal thought also offers valuable insights. However, political upheavals in India prevented a smooth development of its legal system. When the English arrived, they imposed their own laws, relegating native laws to the background. Today, as science erases barriers of time and space, values are becoming more universal, and the study of jurisprudence must reflect this cohesion. The roots of jurisprudence can be traced back to Roman civilization. The term itself comes from the Latin jurisprudentia, meaning knowledge of law. However, this early definition was vague. Over time, the meaning of jurisprudence has evolved, shaped by the experiences and philosophies of different societies. The Romans, for example, often blurred the lines between law, morality, and religion, in theory, even if they kept them separate in practice. Roman jurists like Ulpian defined jurisprudence as the knowledge of things divine and human, the science of right and wrong. This broad definition encompassed not just law, but also ethics, religion, and philosophy. Another jurist, Julius Paulus, argued that the law is not to be deduced from the rule, but the rule from the law. These early ideas, though sometimes vague, laid the groundwork for understanding law as a science independent of any particular society's institutions. Ancient Indian thinkers also contributed to jurisprudence. Sage Jaimini, founder of the Mimamsa school, defined dharma as that which is commanded and leads to both material and spiritual salvation. This perspective is broader than modern jurisprudence, which focuses more on practical legal rules similar to what Hindu jurists call vyavahara. According to Yajnavalkya, vyavahara refers to rules guiding judicial proceedings, aligning jurisprudence with the principles underlying legal controversies. Marcus Tullius Cicero, a renowned Roman philosopher, saw jurisprudence as the philosophical aspect of legal knowledge. His approach emphasized the importance of understanding the deeper principles behind laws, not just their practical application. This philosophical lens continues to influence how we study and interpret law today, encouraging us to look beyond the surface and consider the broader implications of legal systems. One of the biggest debates in jurisprudence is the relationship between law and morality. For centuries, especially in continental Europe, law and morality were often seen as inseparable. In England, however, thinkers like Thomas Hobbes began to distinguish between the two. His work Elementiae Philosophiae explored the nature of national law, political government, and sovereignty, laying the groundwork for a more analytical approach to jurisprudence. William Blackstone, an influential 18th century jurist, made significant contributions to the study of law. However, he often blurred the lines between law and justice, focusing on what the law ought to be rather than what it actually is. This approach, while valuable, sometimes led to confusion between the ideals of justice and the practical realities of legal systems. Jeremy Bentham marked a turning point in jurisprudence by insisting that the study should focus on actual law, not on abstract ideals or moral considerations. He sought to separate law from extraneous factors, making the real, existing law the primary subject of analysis. This practical approach paved the way for a more scientific and objective study of legal systems. John Austin revolutionized jurisprudence by defining its scope and subject matter. He argued that jurisprudence should be concerned only with positive laws as they are, not as they should be. Austin divided the field into general and particular jurisprudence, a distinction that would shape legal studies for generations. His analytical approach remains influential, providing a clear framework for understanding the science of law. Austin's concept of positive law refers to laws that are formally enacted and enforced by a political authority. He insisted that jurisprudence should not concern itself with whether laws are good or bad, but rather with their existence and operation. This approach allowed for a more objective and systematic study of legal systems, free from moral or ethical judgments. Austin's division of jurisprudence into general and particular branches is central to his theory. General jurisprudence studies principles common to all legal systems, while particular jurisprudence focuses on the laws of a specific country or society. This distinction helps clarify the scope of legal analysis, allowing scholars to compare and contrast different systems or dive deep into one. Austin described general jurisprudence as the science concerned with principles, notions, and distinctions common to all systems of law. He saw particular jurisprudence as the study of any actual system of law in a specific society. This framework allowed for both broad, comparative studies and focused, detailed analysis of individual legal systems. Not everyone agreed with Austin's classification. Jurists like Salmon and Holland argued that dividing jurisprudence into general and particular branches was impractical. They believed that jurisprudence is a single, unified social science and that it's more accurate to talk about different systems of law rather than different kinds of jurisprudence. Salmon emphasized that jurisprudence should be seen as an integral social science dealing with the social institutions created by law. It studies these institutions from the perspective of their legal significance, rather than dividing the field into separate branches. This holistic view encourages a more comprehensive understanding of how law shapes and is shaped by society. According to critics of Austin, it's more appropriate to use the term jurisprudence with a qualifying epithet, such as Hindu jurisprudence or Roman jurisprudence, to refer to different systems of law. What we're really studying are not different kinds of jurisprudence, but different legal systems, each with its own unique characteristics and traditions. One of the main functions of jurisprudence is to explain fundamental legal concepts, such as possession, which are recognized by all legal systems. General jurisprudence analyzes these concepts in the abstract, while particular jurisprudence examines them within specific legal frameworks. This dual approach helps clarify both the universal and the unique aspects of law. General jurisprudence seeks to identify and systematize the essential elements underlying the wide variety of legal rules found across different societies. By focusing on what is common, it allows us to see the shared foundations of law even as individual systems differ in their details and applications. Comparing different legal systems helps scholars understand both the similarities and differences in how societies approach law. This comparative method is essential for general jurisprudence, as it provides the data needed to identify universal principles and analyze the reasons behind variations. Particular jurisprudence, on the other hand, delves into the details of a specific legal system. It examines how abstract principles are applied in practice, shaped by the unique history, culture, and politics of a given society. This focus allows for a deeper understanding of how law functions in real-world contexts. Take the concept of possession as an example. All legal systems recognize it, but each defines values and regulates it differently. General jurisprudence analyzes possession in the abstract, while particular jurisprudence examines how it operates within a specific legal framework. This dual approach enriches our understanding of law's complexity. Salmon and other critics argue that Austin's distinction between general and particular jurisprudence is not entirely accurate. They point out that legal principles don't have to be common to many systems to be studied generally. Instead, jurisprudence should be seen as a unified discipline that examines the legal significance of social institutions. Jurisprudence is best understood as a single, integral social science. It studies the legal institutions that shape society, analyzing their significance and impact. By adopting this holistic perspective, scholars can better appreciate the interconnectedness of law, society, and culture. In many continental legal systems, law, morality, and justice remained intertwined for centuries. The analytical approach introduced by Austin helped clarify these distinctions, making legal analysis more concrete and practical. This shift attracted the attention of jurists worldwide, influencing the development of modern legal thought. The analytical approach, championed by Austin, focuses on breaking down legal concepts into their essential elements. This method makes legal analysis more precise and systematic, allowing scholars to better understand the structure and function of law. It remains a cornerstone of modern jurisprudence. Austin's analytical approach inspired many English jurists and influenced legal scholars in other countries. By providing a clear, practical framework for studying law, he helped shape the direction of modern jurisprudence and encouraged a more scientific, objective approach to legal analysis. Today, jurisprudence continues to evolve, drawing on insights from history, philosophy, and social sciences. The challenges of defining law and understanding its role in society remain, but the field is richer and more dynamic than ever. By studying both the universal and the particular, scholars gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and significance of law. As we wrap up this exploration of jurisprudence, remember that the study of law is a journey, not a destination. The field's evolution reflects the ongoing changes in society, culture, and human thought. Whether you're interested in the philosophical foundations or the practical applications, jurisprudence offers endless opportunities for discovery and understanding. Stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of law. That's all for now. Thanks for watching the whole video. If you enjoyed it, please comment below "Jurisprudence is wow" in the comment section, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to the channel Knowledge Drops 3. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you'll know right away when I upload a new video.